Hey guys, just thought I'd make this little video and let you know what's been going on. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to try to prop this up better. Okay, so I was in St. Lucian. You know, Spirit World, St. Lucian. I don't want to repeat it all again, but today, I will lay down at noon to go to sleep. As soon as I hit the pillow, the priest that I got that's working with me, that decided he's gonna go check out new places that I live on a different tier, a higher tier, where I can get a Christ that's more intelligent, other than sex dreams and am I a racist dreams, and get out of all that, so I can get and find Jesus Christ to watch over me, to help me in that, with that. And my advice in the past video was to put me on a higher tier, so I can go from a higher tier to lower tier. Now St. Lucian's on the lower tier. So anyway, and he said that yesterday. He did his work all night and found 2 tiers I would be good at, that he thinks I'm interested in. Because he reviewed me when I was sleeping, talking to my soul, talking to all the things, reviewing everything, and found 2 places I would like. I woke up in the morning, they said, we're going to tier 2, we're going to tier 6. Found out. And at lunchtime I was going, so yeah, he told me earlier, but I didn't catch it. I laid down. He said, Rich, we're going right now to tier 6. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to sleep. He goes, don't worry about it. I'm all right. I was awake anyway. We go to tier 6. He raises me up. We go to tier 6. And on the way there, he's going, okay, you're going to meet a Christ. The Christ is going to interview you and find out about you. And I said, well, that's part of the program, I guess. And I go to you, how do you feel about it? He's like, yep, that's part of the program. And he goes, if you want to move here, we got to find out about, he wants to find out about you and all this stuff, find out about me. So I'm like, okay. So I get there, and the Christ is asking me what I like, what I don't like, what I do in self-defense, and all the things. And I'm like, I'm a fucking nature photographer and stuff like that. Stupid questions, basically. I told him about the illusion room and the other Christ down there working with me. And I told him why I need to move up here and find a new Christ. Now, this Christ was not going to take care of me. I didn't think, anyway. I didn't think he was going to. I thought he was a representative of the city. Turns out the city is called Freemont on tier 6. I've been living on tier 3 for 10 years, okay? So I need a change. I need some change, man. That's just the way it is. But I didn't think this Christ would be taking care of me. I thought he was like a Christ that represents that town. That's what I was assuming. But, that's I think what I was told by the priest. I don't know. I didn't really give a shit. I'm like, oh, that's your stupid questions, right? So I'm there. I'm answering his questions. He tells me what I see, and if I'm right or wrong or not, and stuff like that. And I don't know. I just tell him what I see when I'm there. Oh yeah, there's a park over here. There's some houses here. There's a town here, and I'm seeing it. So after that, he's like, "Oh, okay, that's about it for the questions. You want to walk around and take a look?" Oh yeah, man, let's go. My wife's there. Tina's there. Angela, Julie, they're all going to be living in the house that I buy here if I accept to be here in this town in tier 6. And they're going to buy the house and move into it and share it. We'll have a house in St. Lucian, and we'll have a house on tier 6 in Fremont. That was the plan. And I'll have a Christ from Fremont that can give me swallow some spit. They'll give me better lessons and stuff I'm interested in. The stuff I told them all the stuff we're interested in: UFOs, aliens, dimensions, time and space, subspace particles, and how it all interacts and everything. That's what I want to learn. He goes, well, I don't know about some of these things. They seem a little over the top for me. And I'm like, well, not me. I just don't know. I need some fucking answers, and that's what I want. And past life stuff. And there's something about a past life, but it's fuzzy hazy. I don't got it yet. I'll let you know when I do. Now, I'm in this city, and we're walking, looking at the buildings, looking at the city. I looked on the road, and I can see it's a mega city. He said there was 300,000 people. It looked like Toronto from the horizon. And I go, well, you got, and I'm looking at this oak tree, and I want to know what kind of trees, because trees indicate what it's like, the feel of the place, for me. So I'm looking at this one tree. Turns out it's an oak tree. I can feel it. I can see it. And it's an oak tree, a white oak. Anyway, I'm like, cool, white oak's good. I like that. I don't like the tropical stuff so much. It's cool for what it is, but it's not my soul wants to be, you know. So all tropical, whatever. I saw an oak tree, and I'm like, yeah, nice. So as we're walking along, and I asked him, you got any water to go fishing? I love fishing. And he goes, yeah, we got it. And he goes, you got to follow rules and everything. I go, oh, yeah, but you can still go fishing, right? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, well, we got the Atlantic Ocean over there, and we got the Pacific Ocean over here. And there's an ocean on each side of the city. But they're both different. And I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. I go, do you got any Great Lakes, like trout and shit, you know, freshwater fish, freshwater ecosystems? And he goes, well, we got rivers. We got rivers that are freshwater, and we got like ponds and small lakes, but nothing like the Great Lakes. That's what I told him. Like, there's no Great Lakes here. And he's like, no. And I'm like, damn. So from there, I asked, and the town I was looking at, it was like a suburb of the main town. And the town was like old buildings, like 1800, 1900 buildings. They design old brick and stuff like that. Very beautiful, no garbage. And there's butterflies and birds. And it's like Stanley Park in Vancouver, that type of thing, but with old buildings. People walking around shopping and shit. And I'm liking it, right? I'm liking it. And I'm liking it here, but I'm not feeling it here, right? I'm just, boring old age home, basically that's it. And my kids were talking to his kids. I guess they're his kids. There are new kids there, and they were talking with Angela and Julian. They're all talking about cool stuff. And I don't know. I was listening to them. I'm listening to Jesus Christ, and I'm listening to him talk to the priest and Tina. And I guess everything had to be, everything I was going to do, like when I wanted to do something, like build a garage on my house, I'd have to get a permit, and I'd have to let the city council people know that I'm going to do this. So if I was going to buy a house, I have to let the city people know. Everything had to be pre-approved. They want to know everything that's going on in the city. If I wanted to buy a car, they need to know about it. If I was going to bring a car, they need to know about it. Stuff like that. And not so much personal stuff. But they're doing the personal stuff now, the interview and everything. So that's that. I asked him, I go, is there anything here like I don't know. I don't fucking know how it works, right? I don't know how it works. I go, do you get anything that's like Alaska, Yukon Territory? I asked him, so I go, do you get anything that's like the Northwest Territories? And he's like, what's the Northwest Territory? They don't even know. I go, where Bigfoot lives and stuff like that. And he goes, what's a Bigfoot? I'm like, oh no, they're more clueless. They're clueless. They don't even know any of this stuff. Anyway, I'm like, holy shit. I mean, dude. I looked over at the priest. I'm like, dude. The little kids don't know anything. nothing. I couldn't believe it. They don't know nothing. So I started talking about what I want to learn, extraterrestrials, Bigfoot. What's that Bigfoot? What's that Bigfoot? I'm like, oh no. At least the guys down there in Tier 3 know what a fucking Bigfoot is, or a Sasquatch. And they know nothing of what's going on down here. And they're only 3 tiers higher. Oh my God. That's the feeling. They asked me, what's the Northwest Territory? What's the Yukon? I'm like, Alaska. Oh, yeah. I go, it's the Yukon. It's right beside Alaska. But yeah, I know. The Americans like to call the Yukon, Canadian Yukon Territory, Alaska. They just include it and think they own everything. That's the way it is in America, but whatever. I don't give a shit. And he's doing this, and this is what I'm talking to Christ about. As we're walking along, talking about fishing holes and cool things to do, and all that, I pull out my fishing rod. I just pulled out a fishing rod. I'm like, and what it is in the illusion. I'm in Fremont, but in the illusion of Fremont and the rest of the illusion, I pull out a fishing rod and I'm just playing with it. It's like a dream. I'm dreaming. I'm daydreaming. And I pull out a fishing rod and I'm just daydreaming. And I cast it out onto the street. And I get a hit. And it's pulling. It's pulling. And all the line goes away. I'm trying to stop it, slow it down, tighten it up, to give the fish a battle. And it just, gone. And there's no more line left. This thing's going to pull my line out, pull my rod out of my hands, or it's going to snap the line, one or the other. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And I didn't want to lose the fishing rod because I think I'm daydreaming, fishing. But part of me is daydreaming, and the other part of me is walking down the street talking to Christ. And also, I just pulled a knife out and cut the line, right? And that was it. And the fishing rod went away, and the line went away, and everything. I'm focused back on Christ. And I was going to say something, but then they talked to me, and I got distracted of what I was going to say about what just happened. And I'm like, what the hell? In my mind, I'm going, well, that was heavy. I couldn't figure it out. Then, but this is what happens. Okay, that's the illusion. That's the dream illusion. So right now, I'm having a mass illusion. I'm dreaming in Freemont. I'm dreaming in the illusion. I'm actually walking down the street with Christ and my friends and my family, looking on a soul level. So I got a soul level in Fremont. I got my dreaming mind in the illusion, dream illusion, but it's combined. It's hard. Every time I make a video, this guy comes and stares at me. He's pissing me off, man. As soon as I start talking, he's black and white, sparkly, and he moves back and forth. They're listening to me right now. All right, anyway, I get distracted. I forgot what the fishing thing was. We're walking along, and all of a sudden, I see a postcard, clear as day, right in my mind. Wham! Postcard. There's a naked girl with her butt up in the air. I don't see no porno. It's just her face smiling, saying hi. She's like, with her butt sticking up there on her hands and knees. And she got this smile going, she got pretty eyes and pretty hair with her butt sticking up in the air, basically. And it's like a postcard. And it has her name and everything. And then all of a sudden I realized, no, it's an icon for the computer. It's an icon on the computer. And underneath is her name and her number and her, not her real name, her fake name, her number and the .com, whatever.com that you click on. You click her icon and it takes you to her portal page where you can talk to her. And I'm seeing it as a postcard. And it's a click on the computer. Now they got computers and iPhones and everything in that world. And they're showing me, click the fucking thing on your computer, click this on your computer, click, and you can go see, and you can look them up. Join the club, join the fucking cult of fucking horrors or whatever, I don't know. But this is what I'm seeing. I'm looking at it, and all of a sudden it goes, whoop. As soon as I started to acknowledge and process what I'm seeing and reading the numbers, it disappeared. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then Christ asked me another question. And distracted me. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, vehicles, yeah. He goes, do you like vehicles? I mean, yeah, I make vehicles. Can I bring them here? You know, that type of thing. So all of a sudden I'm like distracted. And I'm like, well, why am I seeing a porn picture so easy? And that never happens. Like, it happens with other things, but this is like perfect. Like a real picture. Like you're looking at the internet. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I get wrapped up in making other things. And then the priest has got to go with his family or something. He's got something to do. So we decided to keep on walking. So we're walking. The priest left. Not the priest, the Christ. So it's me, the priest, Angela, Julie, and Tina. And we're looking and the priest goes, well, Rich, are you attracted to anything? Is your soul attracted to anything in this town? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I have to give it a feel. And I go, maybe we can go to Tier 7 tomorrow or another town, something, and check it out. And he goes, okay, no, that's the plan, man. We want to do this right. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I go, give me some time to feel out each place, and I'll see which one I'm attracted to, and we'll go there and do that. And he's like, perfect. He goes, that's what we'll do. So that was the plan. And so Tina didn't want to leave yet. She's like, it's so beautiful here. It's so beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, it's nice, man. It's really nice. And I go, well, my whole point is not so much beauty. I mean, you know what I like by a place that's nice, if this is what I like. And it's all about me, if I like it here or not. I go, if I like it, buy a nice house, fucking in the suburbs somewhere, nice and quiet, where there's no crazies running around. And we can live there, and we'll have two houses, one on the 3rd and one on the 6th. She's like, yeah, it's all good. So we start going down, back down to Tier 3, and we're just floating. So what you do is you just think about where you want to be on Tier 3, and you start going there. So I'm going down, and my skins are releasing. The pressure is going away. The higher you go up, the more pressure there is. So you got to acclimate yourself. So when you go up, you got to acclimate. And I don't know how long it takes, not too long, but you acclimate yourself. And my skins compress, and I got to release the energy, and then I get acclimated. And I'm all good there. It takes time, right? Then you go over to the light, and it's just like, wow. Anyway, we're floating we're actually in the illusion room that I create my stuff in the lobby, and that's where we all hang out and play with the kids, and I do my trains. Across the hall is the illusion room where I go in there and create things there, or I create trains, and all the kids are having fun doing their thing, and they're learning, talking, everybody's hanging out. It's a good place to go. It's really light and happy and nice. There's control, security out the wazoo, because in the room over there, they're gunning each other to death. It's fucking funny. Anyway, so I get in the illusion. I go, hey, priest. Hey, he goes, what, Rich? And I go, when I was up there, I just had a dream, like a really quick dream, where I was in both places, and I had a fishing rod, and the fish was so huge, I threw the line into the street in the dream. And he goes, okay. And I guess it was a fish. I couldn't see what it was. It grabbed the line and took it, and I had no more line left, and it was about to yank the fishing rod out of my hand. And he goes, okay. And I go, well, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to lose my fishing rod, so I cut the line and let the fish go. And he goes, okay. And I go, then I got distracted and started talking to you guys again. And he goes, oh, okay. And I go, then we're talking a little bit more, and this is like just as soon as we got into it, I told him about the fishing rod. And he goes, and he didn't say too much about it. And then all of a sudden, as I'm talking to him, I shift, and I can see, I look up, and I can see about 50 people, 50 faces, and they're all talking. And they're all looking at me doing it. I go, hey, priest. He goes, yeah, what's up? And I go, I can see 50 people looking at me and talking about me. And he's like, you what? And I go, yeah. And he goes, God damn, he got all mad. And he ran over there, and he did something, and half the faces went away on this side. So I'm seeing the illusion room, Tina and my kids, and on this side, I'm seeing Fremont and the faces. And I go, and he comes back and he goes, how's it now? And I go, half of it's gone, the other half is still the faces. And he goes, God damn it. He runs back over there and he does something, I don't know, he pulls something, and the faces go, and now I'm in the illusion room. And I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? And he goes, oh, I closed the view. They gave you. They did that. I'm like, who did that? And he goes, the people that were there. And he goes, that's illegal. He goes, that's wrong. You're not supposed to do that. All those people. And he freaked out. He wouldn't tell me nothing else. And he goes, I gotta talk to Tina. So he talked to Tina. And he goes, you're not going there. You're not going there. I'm going, where? And he goes, Fremont. Off the table. You're never going back. That's it. God damn it. And he's yelling at me. I'm like, he's just telling me, I'm never going back there. I'm like, why? What the fuck happened? What the fuck are these faces? What's going on? And he goes, calm down. I'll fucking tell you everything. So he's talking to Tina, telling her what's up. She's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She's screaming. I'm like, everybody in the lobby is like, what's going on? What's going on? What happened, Rich? I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Not done yet. I tell him, and he goes, okay, look, all those people are with, he goes, all those people, you know the Christ you were talking to in Freemont? I go, yeah. He goes, all those faces are connected to that Christ that you were talking to. And the Christ left. Do you remember that? I go, yeah. He goes, do you? I go, do you? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, okay. When you came down here, that's the connection between you and Christ. Through that Christ, there's 50 other people viewing you, and they were seeking you. That is wrong. And I'm like, it is? And he goes, yes, that's not what Christ's about. And he goes, I know, I've done this before within myself. And he goes, those people were seeking your secrets. They want to know your secrets. And he goes, but you don't have any secrets because you gave them all to Christ. They're lazy. They don't want to know. They don't want to go the hard way through Christ consciousness and know the secrets. They just want you to give it to them. And they're all going to come at you. If you move there, they're all going to come at you one by one and go into you just like they're doing here in St. Illusion, looking for your secrets. And that's why you got 10 people in prison. As they're seeking your secrets, they get addicted to your sexual energy and your root energy, and they want it. It drives them nuts. They give up Christ. They play Christ. They play Christ at that point. Then they come and they go nuts. They go obsession with you. And he goes, that's why you're never going back. He goes, you got it bad enough on this level in St. Illusion. He goes, imagine having twice that problem. He goes, you're not going. And he said, maybe I may not have a place to go because it's going to be like that everywhere. And he goes, maybe it's just off the table. He goes, maybe we got to figure out a different way to do this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So that's all done. And then I go, hey. I go, did I tell you this? And I go, what? And he goes, what? And I go, well, here's another little fucking tidbit for your problem. I go, I was walking down the street when we were talking to the Christ. And when we were all talking. And he goes, yeah, and we looked at the tree, and I like oak trees and stuff. And I liked the ecosystem of that place, the northern latitudes. And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, as I was walking, all of a sudden there's a postcard of a naked girl on her hands and knees. And I go, there's no nudity in it. But it was like a postcard, a picture. And he goes, yeah? And he's getting upset. I go, and I had her name and her number and the internet on the bottom of the picture. And I'm like, he goes, yeah. And I go, I go, yeah. And then it disappeared. And I go, I saw it. Perfect. Better than I see you. Better than I see reality. I can tell you the color of her eyeballs. You know what I mean? And he's like, God damn son of a bitch, I'm reporting that son of a bitch. And I go, well, hold on, I'll get you a picture. So everything I see in a dream, everything I see in my head, I can just go click and take a picture of it because I'm a photographer. So I'm hardwired to take pictures. Well, through my subconscious and having all these problems and seeing these people inside me, I just rip him a picture. Just like I'm making a train. Here's a train. Here's the picture of the girl. So I go, click. Like I'm seeing the girl. I just call up the girl. I'm seeing the girl, and this is an illusion, a same illusion. I'm seeing the girl in my soul, the picture I saw, and I just go, click. And I take a picture of it, and it goes bzzz, like a fax machine out my head. And I take the picture, I go, here she is. And this is what I saw. I showed him. He went fucking nuts. So he went nuts. He disappeared. He says, I'm reporting this. I'm reporting this. This is violation. This is abuse. This is bullshit. And he goes, you went out there to look for a new home, and they did all this to you. And I go, what? What do they do? I just saw a fucking picture. And he goes, that's an invitation, you dumb son of a bitch. And he goes, I gotta investigate this. So he took off, and I'm going, I think that guy's got some metal. I think he's my hero, man. And he goes, and so I'm like, well, the hockey game's coming on. I gotta watch hockey game. So I'm sitting there watching a hockey game. I think it's Boston and something. And I'm hoping they beat Boston, and they did. Yay. So anyway, I think I did. Anyway, I don't give a shit, but it's fun to watch. So I watch the hockey. I get done the hockey. I put my earplugs in. I meditate. I'm talking. I go, hey, is the priest here? Am I in the illusion room? Where am I? They go, you're in the illusion room. They're all kids screaming. Everybody's screaming. They go, the priest. They go, the Christ in Fremont. I go, yeah, what? He's doing 16 months in the illusion. And I go, you doing what? And because of you, what you saw, what happened to us? And I'm like, what happened? I don't understand. He goes, the priest comes and he says, the Christ that we went and saw, put all this stuff in your brain. And those people you were looking at, they were all going to seek. They're all connected to Christ. Like a cult. They were going to seek your secrets. That's against the law. To do that without them telling me or telling him. It's the same thing they're doing down here. It's against the law. Turns out, as he reported it, when he reported it 3 hours ago, there was a real fast inquest in their world. And they just took Christ consciousness, got all the information, banned to the illusion for 16 months. So basically, he has to sleep in the illusion he can't interact in Fremont or down here or any places for 16 months for the crime of putting a picture in my head. Now what that represented was, I got it from the priest, interpreted it, what that was he put that information in my head to sexually turn me on so I would connect to him. Wow, yeah. I go to him. Violation and abuse. You don't fucking do that. He's a Christ. You don't fucking do that. You don't send an innocent kid porno pics to get him to go to him. So he can rape you later, which he would have done. He was luring me up there with the porno pics. He goes, what you saw with the fishing rod in the mass illusion, in the illusion of Fremont, was you testing the waters. He goes, you were testing Fremont. What's it going to be like? Cast and see what you catch. Well, what you had on the end of the line was a corrupt Christ luring you in with porn. This was all given to you in the illusion. Tina and I weren't in the illusion. We were in Fremont walking with the priest talking. We were doing other things. But you saw it. You told me, do you get it? And he goes, that's what you get in the illusion. And I go, dude, you are the shit. And he went, put in a complaint about what, all that. I'm watching the fucking, I don't even know what the fuck, right? As far as I know, I'm moving to Freemont, right? Not because of the girl, but because I get a better Christ that teaches me cool stuff. Nope, they were luring me with the mental and the fishing rod, me testing the waters. I'm testing the waters. I had to cut the fucking line. Cutting the line was fuck you. And I got the picture in my head of the nude girl, which was an invitation to the Pornhub of fucking Fremont City on Tier 6. He goes, hey, it's just as fucking corrupt up there as it is down here. And it's not that bad. But he goes, you are in the physical. They love you because all they want is sexual energy and root energy, and they want your experiences. To them, it's gold. He goes, they've been up there living bored out of their fucking minds for so long. They don't even have experiences from the earth anymore. They gotta wait to be born, and it's a pain in the ass. And the more experiences they get of living from people down here, they want experiences from people down here. So they come in, and he goes, you know what's happening to you down here? They want your inner light experiences, how you make trains, how you make the illusion room, how you create, all that. They want to do it too. But instead of actually doing it themselves, they just hijack what you already know. And they take your experience and they repeat it. And some can do it and some can't. That's what it is. And he goes, but none of them down here and none of them up there got 14 seeds to do what you do. That's why it's harder for them to do. And that's why they can't do it. Including the Christ. And the Christ, he goes, everything that happened with that Christ, he goes, there's stuff you don't know, I can't tell you. But he goes, everything with that Christ is penis envy. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He goes, yeah, it's penis envy. He wants to fucking have your sexual experiences. And he gets off on them. Stuff like that. And plus, if he owned you, and he goes, he would have been taking care of you in Fremont. And he goes, he would have been taking care of you in Fremont. And you'd be going through the exact same thing you do down here. And that's why he got 16 months for putting that picture in your head. He put it in my head, and he goes, yeah, he did a lot more too. And he goes, I got to fucking clean you out and shit tonight to break you away from that. And I can still feel the connection up there. My soul connection. And then all the people. Holy shit, guys. I'm telling you, this is how it goes. You got to pay attention. You got to learn this shit. If you want to learn what I'm learning, or go to these in your future endeavors in the spirit world, in Christ, in Saint Lucian, and all these levels, you gotta know. Once you know, I'm telling you my experiences the best I can, but it's experiences. You're gonna get raped. You're gonna get screwed by the Christ. You're gonna not know what to do. You're gonna be in a fucking illusion room somewhere. You ain't gonna know what to do. And it's gonna be the worst goddamn thing. Scariest fucking rabbit hole you ever been in. And it's all deliberate. And guess what? When you get out of it, you're gonna know A, B, C, D, jail that motherfucker. That's what you're gonna know. And no one does that, but I do. And I told Christ, I go, I told the priest, sorry, I go, look, everywhere I go, I bust these guys. And he goes, yeah, you do. And he goes, yeah, God put you in that position. He goes, but you're fucking smart enough to see all the shit that goes on. I go, I was just fishing. He goes, don't you get it? I go, yeah, I do now. Because of you, man, you and your metal. You're fucking solid. There's a guy right there, two of them, looking at me. If it's from, I don't even know, I don't even question that. I'm gonna go away. But I'm like, dude, you're solid. You're gold. Don't. I go, Tina, get this man's number. Do not lose it, because they're all called priests. Call the priest. Well, which one? You know, it's 40,000. in your neighborhood. Fuck, give me his fucking real name, so I know which one I'm dealing with, the real one. This guy has done more to me in one fucking day. He saved my life. He saved my life in so many different ways. You wouldn't even believe it. From me moving to Fremont. So now they're thinking I can't go anywhere because this is what I'm gonna get no matter where I go. Because there's an underbelly everywhere. And this is just tier 6. Hey, 4 and 5, okay? That's one Christ in Fremont. One Christ in Fremont. Now, the priest said when he went to do interviews with Christ and find out the situation, the priest came up to him and said, "Hi, Christ. Yeah. Well, I got a man down here. He lives in the illusion, Earth. He has a body and lots of secrets and things. And he's 14 seeds. He's got all these. And so he tells this Christ, because he's a Christ, he comes back and says, yeah, well, I got a nice place for you to live, Rich. Meanwhile, he's calling Christ up there. He's calling all his friends in his little porn hub. We got a guy, lives on the earth. He might be moving here. We got to convince him to move here. So lure him in with your fishing. Lure him in with the lure. So it's inside out. Oh, fuck, it's incredible shit. And then he sticks a fucking porno girl in my head, a picture of the porno girl, to lure me into the sex. If I go to Fremont, I get a pretty girl. Like, I've never done this before. Fucking 10 years of porn and fucking racist bullshit. I know it inside out. Well, I didn't know it at this time because it happened. It was just a real quick visual. But it was a lure. Christ is fishing to lure me in. So he used porn. And he goes, basically, he had penis envy. He's jealous. He said he's jealous of you having sex down here on the earth. They don't got that up there. They ain't got that root fucking energy. That fucking root energy. They're all addicted to it. It's like a fucking narcotic. It's like whiskey. It's like whiskey. It's like drugs and coke and heroin. It just you know when you're making love and that fucking energy comes up and you just absorb the fucking girl and she's just so beautiful. And it goes through your soul. You ain't getting nothing, so piss off. Sorry. I'm not fucking crazy. They're right there. I don't know who they are or what they're doing. I don't know where they're from, but they're fucking there. Because I'm talking this. So I just react. They'll go away when I'm done talking. But that's what they're addicted to. They can't get it up on tier 6. You think they come down to the earth and get what they need, right? But why? Why do that fucking week? It takes a week to acclimate down to the lower astral. They don't want to go through that. They'd rather just pick me up and suck it off me all goddamn day and play games in the illusion with my head. And then I report them and bust them. 2 looky-loos. Guess the first one called his friend. Oh, come on. God damn. I gotta quit smoking just to get rid of these goddamn looky-loos. I swear to God. Hey, look at you ain't getting one. I'm gonna rip your fucking skins off if you don't go away. I'm Christian. That's what you say to the looky-loo. I'm Christian. You think you got problems now? Wait till I get the priest, the saint, and the Christ to come fuck with you. All right? You really want to go through that? Now walk out the door and get the hell out. I already seen you. I already know you. I'm gonna fucking rip you up and I'll get out of here. They hate that shit. I'm fucking seeing them right now. So, my quest to live to a new town, move to a new town on a higher tier 6. I was supposed to do wisdom tomorrow. Wisdom is tier 7. And that's all basically. They have different Christ things on each tier. So I get the wisdom Christ that teach me wisdom in the body, in the universe, in social situations, using your wisdom in all areas. That's like for this Tier 6, I forgot already what it was about. It all went to shit real fast. Man, guys. So, this is going to be a little 40-minute video. I got to cut. But what I'm teaching you guys is, this is what you got to know. This is me, soul level, living with Christ in the levels. Now, this is Christ, Jesus Christ, in the heavens, the levels. And this is what I have to go through. Now, I'm special. It's a little different for people who just die and go there. I'm special. I'm in the body, so I'm special to them. Sexuality, root energy, and secrets. How am I talking to them? How is he talking to me? He's in the body. I've never seen this before. I must know the secrets. Read the fucking book, because there's 100 of them, of how I was healed and everything. I got fucking 68 Christs that wrote it all down. No, they gotta come into me to seek the secret, to get the information. And while I'm here, I might just check out his sexuality. All hell breaks loose, they get obsessed. Well, I'm going to check his sexuality while I'm here. Well, I'll take him to the cage, and all his friends will be gone, and put him in a coma for the night, and review his sex. Obsession. They can't deal with the energy. They can't deal with it. When I'm making love to a woman, fuck. I use my inner seeds to her seeds, and the fucking cosmos explodes, man. It is beautiful. They get a taste of that shit off the charts. They will fucking kill everybody to get it, because they can't do it. And I'm telling them, you ain't got 14. How many seeds you got? 2? Yeah, well, I got 14, so fuck you. Get your goddamn seeds and have fun. You know? Fuck. That's all it is. That's all it is. Sex energy. The energy, they're addicted to it. They become obsessed with it, and they lose their fucking minds. They don't even think about Christ's morals anymore. Then I tell my wife. Then I tell the priest and the priestess, and then I tell Bones. And then I tell Train Jesus. Then I go to the fucking weight of the halls, or whatever the hell it is, the halls of justice. Get them. They do an investigation. Other guys come do an investigation, and I go, yep, he's doing fucking 18 years in the illusion for what he did to you. And now I got 2 of them fucking screaming at me all goddamn day, and my family. And don't stop there. The whole fucking neighborhood of St. Lucia is going nuts. What the fuck happened? What happened? We heard this, we heard that. And they're all connected to Christ, and they hear things, and they want to know. So they're outside my fucking house gallivanting around because I'm the new drama. Fuck. It never ends, man. This is all it is. I just want to get the fuck out of it. So I heard my wife say, maybe we can just move to Oceanside and have a nice peaceful place in Oceanside where we could buy a little cabin, put a fucking bubble around it. And it's basically like Newfoundland or Maine. You get a nice house by the ocean, Oceanside. It's on the East Coast. And it's out of St. Lucia. It's another little state called Oceanside. And it's basically all quiet people that like to live along the ocean. There's Christ that lives there. He's pretty cool. He's got a family and everything. He's really nice. I've been to him before. And his wife, she juices orange juice. Sells it. That's fucking good too. Oh my God. She goes, I was there. This is like 6 years ago. She goes, you want some orange juice? Which was a test. The elixir of life. If I didn't like the elixir of life, all hell will break loose. And I'm like, shit. I didn't know that at the time. I'm like, yeah, I'll take some orange juice. I love orange juice. I got some in my fridge right now. I'm like, hell yeah. She goes, it's freshly squeezed. And I'm like, I'll take that. So I'm sitting there at the kitchen table talking to her kids, getting some fresh squeezed orange juice. And I go, hey. She goes, how about, you got coffee? You like coffee also? I go, yeah, I love coffee, man. I go, I can make coffee. And she goes, how do you do that? And I go, well, look. And I put a bag of coffee on the table. So about 10 pounds of coffee, I gave 10 bags, 50-pound bags of coffee that I know that I drink. I made her these huge bags of coffee. She was losing her fucking mind. I go, you got enough coffee for a year. And I go, they're factory sealed and they're fucking the best coffee on the planet. And then I remember from when I worked at the Second Cup, we had the awesome coffee from different countries and the tastes. I made it for her, for being nice to me. That's it. That's what you do. And they're good people. They live on the Oceanside. I'm stuck here in St. Lucie. So when I'm out, my wife's thinking maybe we can move to Oceanside because I like it there. It's really quiet, less people. They got a restaurant there that'll fucking knock you out. Oh. They give you, I go, have a beer? Yeah, what kind you like? I get the list. I'm like a lager or something, Coming up. Guy walks over and it's a fucking pitcher. A fucking pitcher of beer with a head like this. I'm like, I ordered a fish sandwich, like a haddock or something. And he comes back and with fries. I got a pitcher of beer. I'm like crying. It's like damn near $100 in fucking this world. They give me a fish burger loaded with everything. And the French fries, just cold and crispy fries. Oh god damn, it was good. And it was in one of those baskets with the wax paper. Oh, it was just beautiful. Oh, fuck, it was beautiful. And the restaurant is floating on the water. Well, it's on pier stakes, but it's in the water. So you look at the window. You look at the window of this little patio. You go out in the patio. You look down in the water, and there's fish and things swimming around. And you're drinking your beer, and you can sit outside and drink your beer into the sun. It's on the ocean, and it's all like Newfoundland. It's all like Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. Just fucking beautiful. And I've always loved it. It was the best, one of the best things I ever saw. Man, that was nice. I didn't want to leave. I'm like, kill me now. I'll fucking eat there. I'll work in there. You give me a fucking beer and a sandwich every day like that and feed me and let me live here? Oh, fuck. Shit. Forget it. I'm in heaven, man. Fucking go kayaking every day. Have a good time. Do whatever I want. Take lots of good pictures. Damn, that was nice. But anyway, that's where it's at. They're gone. They're hiding. The two looky-loos. So this is what it's like, guys. And I'm just sharing my experiences. And once you understand and learn what I'm telling you, you can prepare for it. You'll know it. You'll know it. What's going on? You gotta learn it. You can learn it the hard way, or I can just tell you a couple of little things. And the hard way is no fun. No fun at all. And the priest told me, he goes, God's putting you in these positions. God. He goes, you're down here and you should be living in the light. And I go, right. And he goes, you can't live in the light. And I go, right. So you're down here. God put you in that position. I go, right. I guess. He goes, yeah, he did. And he goes, you're busting all these Christ for these crimes, right? And I go, well, you're busting them. I'm just telling you what the fuck's happening. He goes, right. And he goes, God's smartening up the fucking troops, basically. You're going to be a Christ that follow the fucking rules. I can't be a Christ and follow the fucking rules. But the Christ that's representing Christ busts the rules on sex, fuck it. Any delusion with you. And that's what's going on. Meanwhile, I get raped 3 fucking times, spanked, belittled, beaten down, pissed on, fucking shim-shammed around in a goddamn conspiracy. I got fucking that guy doing a conspiracy shit on me. I got these the guys, the investigators. I got my wife and her views. I got the public views. I got the investigators' views. I got these guys, and I got the fucking truth. And I got to make fucking sense of it all. So when you find a priest that's got stones and fucking steel gear, you fucking hang on to him until the end. And you don't let him go because he's going to fucking save your ass. And now I got a priest on my side that can just rain hell down on these motherfuckers. It feels good, man. The hell I've been through, just to have one priest to take a photo from my head one fucking photo from my head and one fishing thing and illusion I had, and bust this Christ because he had penis envy. And he guessed there was more going on that you don't know about. But we got him. I go, what was he? He goes, you don't need to know. Shut up. Make your fucking trains. I'm like, okay, I'll make my trains. I'm like, right on, bro. I go, Tina, get his name and do not fucking let him go. Everything that happens to me is going through him from now on. Fuck it. Fuck it. Oh, I went through fucking months of fucking hell with Christ. This guy, one fucking day, busts a guy. One day, he busts him from a fucking photo and a fishing lure. Fucking unbelievable, man. It was great. And the people staring at me gave it away to him. Unbelievable. It was beautiful. Beautiful. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. This is going to be a long video, but it's worth it to me. I'm crying. I'm crying, getting tingles. Unbelievable. All right. Anything else happens, I'll round it off and let you know. 16 months in the illusion. So, in Fremont world up there. Just because he gave me a porno picture in my head. Holy fuck, now that's a beautiful thing. All right, guys. Talk to you later.